What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man 28, and the Minnesota Vikings today signed Dom Capers. Oh boy, what is Spielman doing? I don't know what they're doing. So right here, Vikings add Dom Capers to 2020 coaching staff. As you can see, he is from, of course, the Green Bay Packers, as all Vikings fans know. Adrian Peterson rushing through his cheese hole defense, and always like to make fun of Dom Capers, and would never think in a million years that Dom Capers would be coming to the Minnesota Vikings. With Zimmer, I know Zimmer. Let's just get this out of the way. Zimmer is still going to be the main defensive coordinator. Dom Capers is just going to be a defensive assistant. Andre Patterson's going to be, co-defense coordinator with Adam Zimmer. So Dom Capers, low on the list. So in terms of influence, not that much influence, but still, I still can't believe it. But I'm going to try to get some positivity out of this because, he's not 100% bad. But this is what the Vikings had to say, or on the Vikings website, I should say. So he did coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, that ranked 4th overall in sacks, and per pass play, and 4th in efficiency, in 4th down efficiency. Of course, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is pretty much the best thing about the Jaguars right now. They have the players. That's something I want to talk about in terms of, Packers defensive players back then and Jaguars defensive players now. So back then, in the Packers, from 2009 to 2017. So very early on, the Packers defense was very good. And this was when Aaron Rodgers was emerging. Of course, Packers won the Super Bowl in 2010. Had the number one defense. Ever since then, they've been declining, and then that was when Aaron Rodgers was rising. So because they focused more on the offense, they didn't really focus much on the defense and didn't really produce many good defense players. Of course, you have your Clay Matthews, you have your let me see, you have Clinton Dix. I can't think of others right now because I really don't pay attention to the Packers that much, especially their defense. So so let's see. He was also head coach of the Carolina Panthers 1995-1998. I did look this up. He won Coach of the Year in 1996 for the Carolina Panthers, an expansion team. Also expansion team of the Houston Texans. So I'm not going to blame him too much for expansion teams. So just scratch that out. But if we're looking, Pittsburgh Steelers 1992 to 1994, Jaguars 1999 to 2000, Dolphins 2006, 2007, and this very long stretch for the Green Bay Packers. And finally, when Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. So if it wasn't for Anthony Barr hitting Aaron Rodgers, their how should I say this? Their mistakes or would not have been unraveled. So because then they had to put in Brett Hundley, and it showed that the really the true colors of the defense. So that's when they got rid of Dom Capers. So and that's just the rest of the Vikings coaching staff. If you want to see right here, I'm gonna scroll slowly. Yep. Okay. So overall, Dom Capers, I don't know. I don't think it was the best move, but there is potential. So, I really don't got much else to say because, I don't really know what to think about this because he wasn't really given, they focused too much on the offense for the Packers beforehand, so he wasn't really dealt very good defensive players. But at the same time, even later on, when he did get some better defensive players, he didn't really produce, and the Packers were in the 20s in defense. And this Vikings defense is very good, and I don't want them to get bad again. I don't want to go back to Leslie Frazier. So, but it's still Mike Zimmer defense. That's what I want to end on. This is still a Mike Zimmer defense. It's gonna be hopefully a top 10 defense. As always. I think we were in the I don't remember exactly where we were this year, but definitely if we can stay in that range, we'll be good. And hopefully Tom Capers will provide some some positive influence. So, welcome, Dom, and maybe you'll have some insight on the Green Bay Packers. But yeah. But I want tell me what you think down in the comments below. If there's any Packers fans watching this, I know what you're going to tell me that he's told trash. But if there's anything you want me to know about, anything you can tell me about him, please let me know. So yeah, this has been Mr. Vikings Fan 28, and as always, Skull.